I've had a lot of luck on YouTube. I gained tens of thousands of subscribers, and for a while, I was making more money than I ever had in my life. And I was anxious, stressed out, and miserable. Let me tell you about what I call the YouTube trap. It's no secret that social media has been designed to addict us. The notifications that vibrate in our phones, the constant notifications that keep reminding us of what other people are doing. Who hasn't thought of, I should spend less time on my phone? The focus of some of the world's smartest people in the world is to keep us checking, make us jealous, keep us angry, but most importantly, keep us scrolling and interacting. I'm sure that none of this is news to you. It's just part of the world that we are all used to by now. The effects of social media in consumers has become very well documented. Studies have linked Instagram with anxiety and body issues in young girls. But at least for some people, social media's influence only goes so far. It doesn't normally affect their finances or livelihoods. You might feel great if you got a lot of nice comments on your last post, or you might feel a little bit bummed out if nobody cared about your last holiday snaps. I'm sure we can all relate to the dopamine of getting some attention. Now imagine that you're trying to make a living out of it. Imagine that those likes and comments can be translated into real money. That's the world of YouTubers and influencers. Can you think of other examples where dopamine highs can be combined with a chance of win big and more than a little bit of luck? What comes to your mind when you think about YouTubers? Is it an easy job which allows you to travel? You can easily work from home and make a lot of money very easily and expressing yourself creatively. Maybe you think YouTubers are narcissist people who are nagging you to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, there are a handful of people who achieve a huge success on social media. And it won't surprise you to hear that for every person who are making a living in YouTube, there are hundreds or even thousands of people who are working incessantly with little to show for it. They're pouring all of their effort and creativity into making amazing videos, but they are getting only 1,000 views and a few dollars at best. There's nothing wrong with having a hobby which never takes off in a big way. If most people are making videos on YouTube because they are enjoying and it's not making them money, that's not a problem. I know that not everything in life has to be to make money. When it does become worrying is when you realize that YouTube and other platforms are designed to keep us engaged. The dopamine highs that you get when you see a video rise in views is very similar to the rush of dopamine a gambler gets when in a big win. Casino games wouldn't be so compelling if they paid out a consistent amount. It's the chance that makes them keep playing. YouTube is the same. One day you get a lot of views and the other day you get nothing. It's the thought that the next video could go viral. Just one successful video and then you'll be vlogging from exotic destinations for the rest of your life. I'll tell you about this from my experience. Of course, this is all subjective, and perhaps other content creators will disagree with me. I'll be interested to hear what other YouTuber thinks, my YouTuber friends think about this in the comments below. Like most people, I had my favorite YouTubers, of course. And of course, I thought it seemed much more attractive to be traveling and vlogging and making video from an exotic destination or from a different place than being at my office working 8, 9 or even 10 hours per day. So I created this channel, La Karencita, and I started to make videos about the places that I would travel, emulating the travel vloggers that I would like to watch. I would get only a few views, and even the channel was monetized, I wasn't making a lot of money. So if I missed a week or two, nothing happened because I wasn't feeling the stress. If I would make a mistake, it was fine because there was no pressure of doing it. but I knew that I kind of had a lottery ticket on my pocket. A few years went like that. The channel was growing slowly but steadily, but it was still a little bit more than a hobby. It reached a point of where I had 10,000 subscribers and I was making about a couple of $100 per month. I knew it was still a hobby and it was nice to have a source of income of my channel. But again, it was a hobby. Then it happened. What probably every small YouTuber is secretly waiting for. A video blew up. It's funny because I wasn't traveling, I wasn't vlogging from an exotic destination. I was just at home. The video is, why do some Mexicans look Asian? I didn't know that there was so much interest in this video. And I have to say that if you watch this video, thank you for being here, guys. All of a sudden, my subscriber count started to climb. 100, 200, 300 a day. Could this be the moment where I could be a real YouTuber traveling in luxury? When that video exploded, it was the beginning of a new stage of my life for me. Not a very happy stage, if I'm totally honest. Looking back, I think I could have done the things differently and avoid the negative aspects of it. That's why I wanted to make this video and tell you about it. Out of the blue, one video had gone viral. I was making more money, probably $20 or $30 per day, but still, I wasn't ready to retire yet. How could I take advantage of this opportunity to have the luxury life that I was dreaming of? I kept making more videos. A few did quite well because now I have a bigger audience, but others not so much. Whenever I released a video, I knew it could reach to 100,000 views, but then it only reached 1,000 views. What was I doing wrong? How could I improve? This wasn't a hobby anymore. This was a job, or maybe an obsession. I wasn't having fun making silly videos. I actually was working very hard and I didn't want to make a mistake because it will go to waste all the effort I was put into and maybe it wasn't going to be successful as I was expecting it to be. All while my big opportunity slipped away. And this is where the trap lies. It's really like a casino. You never know if a video is going to make you $1,000 or next to nothing. This is what keeps you working so hard. The difference between a successful video and a flop is nothing. It's a roll of the dice whether you get paid or not. There was a period where YouTube was my main job. There weren't huge sums of money involved, but I was making more money than my current job, my current office job in Mexico. I was making around $1,800 per month. At the same time, because I made a lot of videos of the city where I currently live, by the way, Querétaro, I would get recognized in the streets of this city. People would say to me that they had visited Querétaro or even part of their decision of living in Querétaro was because they had watched my videos. Sometimes they would invite me out to have a drink or coffee. Although my channel was relatively small compared to other YouTube channels you probably know, I was becoming like a little bit of like a celebrity among my community. People I met knew me as a YouTuber. That part was becoming like my identity. Now, every time that I had to make a video, I had to think, is this going to make money? How this video is going to affect my reputation? I started to see things in a very personal way. Since the channel was about me, what did it mean when a video was bad? I started to see things in a very personal way. People want to see travel videos, right? Where should I go next? Let's go to the tourist spots, or let's go to a town in Chiapas to make a video about coffee. In addition to the hours of filming, planning, of course, editing, uploading a video, now add the cost of transportation and accommodation. The pressure was higher. The stakes are higher because if this video doesn't do well, I can easily lose money. I started seeing life through a different lens. Everything was potential content. Could it be that this opportunity that I was having a way to expand my reach? During this time, I was traveling a lot, but I didn't have a holiday for years. I was always filming and editing. Making videos wasn't fun anymore because there was so much riding on this. People I knew and interacted with were always expecting something interesting. If I got it wrong, what would happen to me? None of this was inevitable. There is nothing inherently wrong with making videos on YouTube. And if a video is having a lot of views and making money, why that can be a bad thing? The problem is that the randomness of success and the high of popularity, money, and recognition is addictive. It's designed that way. YouTube needs more videos so people can keep producing content. And here's the trap. It's so easy to get swept up in the pursuit of the success in order to reach your dream lifestyle. You don't realize how much you're giving of yourself for the chance to make it big. In my case, YouTube was a full-time job. It took about 40 hours per week from writing scripts, going out to film, lots of hours of editing, making the thumbnail, writing descriptions. And for a brief period, I made for me what I thought it was a decent salary. But nothing lasts forever. And inevitably, this was going to slow down. Looking back, I can't help to think that I would probably have been more relaxed with a normal job. I would have probably made a similar amount of money. I might have had a promotion or two. I would have had holidays by paid holidays and holidays that I could enjoy instead of rushing things so I can create content where I am in the place and editing in a hotel room. I wouldn't have had an accountant or pay my own health insurance. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I have 50,000 subscribers and a lot of videos with more than 100,000 views. This was the dream that I had when I first started making videos, which I thought it was almost impossible. The truth is that YouTube success is still far out of reach for me. It's also far out of reach of some YouTubers that you might think they are successful. I know that they aren't making money that it can be an acceptable amount of money in the US. If you're curious, there is a website called Social Blade which estimates the amount of money of what a channel is making in YouTube. In my case, it was very accurate if you take into account the upper amount of the range. Since other channels have similar views, the amount of money is going to be the same. So, what's the point of this video? Did I just want to complain? Actually, a few months ago, I was planning of making a video calling it I Quit YouTube, where I would explain all the reasons that I just explained while saying goodbye at the same time. That wouldn't have made much sense since if you're fed up of making videos, the last thing you want to do is to make videos. So I took some time off to reflect on everything I wanted to say, and I wanted to share with you that while I wasn't okay for quite a long time, I'm feeling much better now. I've been working hard on building my own business. It's not as exciting or as addictive as YouTube, but the growth is predictable and steady. Most importantly, it's a business and it's not me. It's so much easier to handle inevitable bad days when your job isn't tied to who you are as a person. I've also still been making videos. I opened another channel called Thrive in Spanish, where it supports my language classes. I've also been learning about online advertising, process automation, administration, and a whole other skills that are very useful for my business. I'm still using the skills that I developed as a YouTuber. If you are interested in learning Spanish or speaking more fluent in Spanish, check out my YouTube, Thrive in Spanish. If you'd like to get free tips to study Spanish, please follow my channel, Thrive in Spanish, as well as Instagram and even Spotify and Facebook, of course. So I'm still making YouTube videos. And I don't think YouTube is evil or something like that. It's just that when you have a combination of chance, money, and above ego, it's easy to fall into a trap. This is a trap of becoming super focused in one almost impossible aim that requires money, time, and a lot of energy, that you become unaware of everything you're giving up in the process. But at the same time, I'm sure that there are plenty of people who get a lot out of making videos and are able to separate themselves from their channel and not let their channel get in their way of enjoying life. I'll probably make more videos, but it'll be for fun. So people can keep making videos, while saying goodbye at the same time. That would have been good enough made. That would enough made much sense. I've had a lot. I have a lot. I've had a lot of money. I've had a lot.